Good evening and welcome back to Robot Wars, where many enter but only Chuck Norris is able to leave. In the future, people will talk about this event as one of the few that has changed human society irreversibly. After all, what bigger change is there than the extinction of the human race? Because let's face it, the human body is weak and squishy, but our incoming robot overlords are so highly advanced that they can drink buckfast tonic wine and still speak coherent sentences. Problem is, those sentences usually start with total and end in destruction. Looking at our arena, I think we're about to see just that. So I'm going to leave and find an American to cower behind. I suggest you do the same.
Robot ears, stand by.
Back in the arena for Plunderbird 1 and Satan.
1.
How devilish. Come together. A lightweight versus a heavyweight. And there's the circular saw of Plunderbird 1. Satan has the spikes and apparently the pushing power. Slowly and steadily pushing Plunderbird towards the arena pyramid. There goes the saw. The saw's fallen off. Bad workmanship there, I think, from the Plunderbird boys. No longer attack Satan, will hope to get away. Now on top of this one, that might affect mobility, but Satan is really not letting it go here. And now back into the CPZ, that's not where you want to go, Satan! That's why, because the Observer Bot doesn't like intruders on his property. Get off of his lawn. Upside down. Was looking good for this fight, but Satan makes a crucial error. And it looks like Plunderbird is going to take the spoils of this battle. Observerbot doing a sort of ballet here. While Plunderbird rubs it in. On to the next round. It was a good start by Satan. Doing all the pushing. Plunderbird lost its weapon. But what you don't want to do is drive into the CPZ, because that's what happens. The Observerbot deals the fatal blow. Full Metal Anorak and Prince of Darkness.
Robot ears, stand by.
There's Full Metal Anorak
3,
with a
2,
tyre cutter.
1.
And who knows what this robot has? Prince of Darkness. Very satanic episode of Robot Wars this. Full Metal Anorak is straight underneath the Prince of Darkness. How effective that toe cutter? I'm thinking of Series 2. No, the wheel slicer. Whatever that thing is on the front. Is getting underneath the Prince of Darkness and causing damage to the underside. Whether it's actually going to cut the tyres, we're yet to see. But Prince of Darkness can't really do anything here. It's got too high a ground clearance. And they're flipped by the Observerbot onto the rear spikes, but I think it's going to get away with that. I think the Observerbot's just trying to make things a little more interesting here, aren't you, Observerbot? That's right. Prince of Darkness tries to push Full Metal Anorak, but I think it's suffering damage here. And the Observerbot agrees. Now to separate them. Flung into the air, the Prince of Darkness lands on its feet. The wheels, or whatever it has. But I think that was some crucial damage there. Prince of Darkness is immobilised and out of the competition. Too many times it landed on top of Full Metal Anorak. Fell victim to that cutter weapon. But we'll be seeing Prince of Darkness again in the redemption round. Full Metal Anorak moves on. Bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Mortis and Bugs.
Robot ears, stand by.
Bugs,
3,
lightweight,
2,
and Mortis,
1.
the heavyweight,
Activate.
with the axe. Oh, bloody hell. I think I'm allergic to bugs. Good thing Mortis has given it a good hiding here. It's taken one of the wheels off after an early assault. The Observerbot looks on in agony. Put it out of its misery, Observerbot. One wheel gone. Dignity probably gone before the battle even begun. Mortis, that weapon is ferocious. And I think that could be one of the most dangerous weapons in Series 1 of Robot Wars. Pushes Bugs into the corner. And, well, need I say more? The actions of the Observerbot will put things into perspective. Thank you very much, Observerbot. That initial onslaught made me sneeze. It was so potent. Off goes the wheel. And Bugs is left legless. And out of the first round. Mortis to progress onwards. Three robots progress gallantly to the Heat semi-final, where they'll proceed to bash each other's circuit boards into something resembling mashed potato. Before that though, we must give our three hobbling losers the chance to redeem themselves. They'll face each other in the arena, hoping to keep their dignity and their bodies intact. Chances are, none of them will. And our devilish house robot Observerbot will have the last laugh once more. Some people say that he eats human souls for dinner. I'm not sticking around to find out if that's true. Well, what do you know? It's Saturn versus Prince of Darkness and Bugs for the playoff.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Two lightweights lost in the first round. Saturn perhaps a bit unlucky. Bugs well and truly annihilated. It's got the wheel fixed, but I'm not sure if the Prince of Darkness really cares. Starts to push Bugs around the arena, followed closely by Saturn. And from the start we see Prince of Darkness showing its weight, throwing its weight around. And that's Bugs over the arena spike. It can't turn itself back over, and that could well be the end of Bugs. Saturn trying to get in on the action, but I think Prince of Darkness is showing its dominance here. Pushing Saturn now towards the pyramid. Those spikes not coming in useful as of yet for Saturn. Bugs is being thrown around like a play toy for the Observerbot. Prince of Darkness well and truly in control. Can it maintain that momentum? Saturn will want to get away from the arena side while Bugs is being counted out. Bugs is gone by now. Observerbot has a new little plaything for its collection. An early Christmas present for you, Observerbot. Meanwhile, there's a good push by Prince of Darkness. The two satanic robots in a tussle to the death. And Saturn appears to be on the losing side of things right now. Thrust against the pyramid, or perhaps thrust isn't the right word, more like slowly pushed, tickled towards the pyramid. Nevertheless, it's too much, and Saturn is on its side in the CBZ, and I think the Observerbot has come to a very dark and satanic conclusion about this one. Prince of Darkness will progress into the Heat semi-final. Bugs didn't stand much of a chance, really, bullied from the start. Saturn tried to assert some level of authority, but Prince of Darkness was having none of it, and banishes Saturn back to the pits of hell from which it came. On to the Heat semi-final, where Prince of Darkness will meet Mortis.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Gotta put Mortis as the favourite with the axe weapon, and on it comes. Onto the top of Prince of Darkness. She's surprisingly well protected, but Prince of Darkness has the pushing power and the strength to get underneath Mortis and push it towards the side wall. And this could be a shock in the making. Mortis isn't coming back here, and the Observerbot isn't happy with Mortis' performance. Wants to flip it. Prince of Darkness comes in for more, but I think you've done your job. Mortis going back to the mortuary. Good flip, Observerbot. Really showing them that you are the king of the Robot Wars arena. And there goes Mortis and the Observerbot, both out the ring. An entertaining end to the battle. It looked like a good start from Mortis, but the pushing power and the strength belonged to the Prince of Darkness. A shock on the cards. Shock of the competition so far, and Prince of Darkness moves onwards to meet either Plunderbird 1 or Full Metal Anorak.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Plunderbird perhaps lucky to get through its first battle against Saturn. Full Metal Anorak defeated the now Heat finalist Prince of Darkness. So Thunderbird's got its work cut out, but it has the more damaging weaponry, I feel. And it can get underneath Full Metal Anorak and bring the saw down, and the sparks fly! Look at that! Up the saw blade has come off! Thunderbird is left toothless. Quite frankly, it has been all heat. Full Metal Anorak has the opportunity to punish Thunderbird, but Thunderbird is doing the pushing and pushes Full Metal Anorak against the arena pyramid, thrusts it, bullies it, and Full Metal Anorak seems to have no answer. The Observer Bot watches on and flips Full Metal Anorak. I think the Observer Bot has actually got a mind of its own, would you believe? It's put Full Metal Anorak out the arena. Well, we don't need a judge. We've already got one, and his name is Observer Bot. Thunderbird lost the saw, but showed all the aggression, pushed Full Metal Anorak, pushed it against the pyramid, and the Observer Bot decided that it was game, set and match. Bye-bye, Full Metal Anorak. Natural selection tells us that those best adapted to an environment will live on, and that's what we've witnessed here today. The best adapted have survived to the heat final, while the less fit have booked their places to the nearest mortuary. However, only one can survive to the series grand final, so we have to head to the arena once more to purge the robot population just that little bit further. Expect explosions, decapitations, and more oil than you'd find in any American war zone. Here we are at the grand final of this heat. Thunderbird versus Prince of Darkness.
Stand by.
Thunderbird with the saw.
3, 2,
and Prince of Darkness with the forces of evil. And here they come together, and it's a great first attack by Thunderbird 1. Thrusts and pushes Prince of Darkness onto its back. Rolls it back over though, and that gives Prince of Darkness the chance to push again. Thunderbird getting pushed towards the CP's head where it comes into contact with the spikes, but they just miss. That's very fortunate. But Prince of Darkness has once more shown that its pushing power is not to be underestimated. Thunderbird in a real sticky situation. Really strong performance from the Prince of Darkness after losing its first battle against Full Metal Anorak. Thunderbird has got its work cut out, and the Observer Bot knows this. Oh, but that's a mistake by the Prince of Darkness. Over the arena spikes and out of the competition, immobilised. Well, Thunderbird has really rode its luck here. A good first attack, but the Prince of Darkness came back strong. Missed the spikes on first attempt and then killed by the spikes and the saw of Thunderbird. What a shock! Congratulations to our heat winner for making it through to the series grand final, where no doubt all this will be forgotten and it will be torn to shreds within seconds. Thankfully, our future robotic overlords are merciful and will allow us sorry mortals to witness its destruction before we too are disposed. So tune in next week as half a dozen horrendous hybrids haunt our halls once more. Goodbye.